Keep talking.
Fuck your mama.
Fuck your mama.
Fuck your mama.
Go get in your room.
It's a fight game. Testosterone. Tyson, knock him out before the final bell. Let him talk. We've got the antidote to everybody in the world. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, is the best heavyweight in the world by a country mile. This is the run out now, so you'll see.
That's not what we want. I don't want to see that happen. No one does. But I understand now both sides have made it up. They've apologised. So hopefully it's all in the past and we can concentrate what everybody's out here for, which is a fight in the ring.
What have you made of Tyson's demeanour, attitude, the way he's speaking about Usyk this week?
Big star and the big draw, like anybody gives a shit. You know what I mean? It's just a big fat mess. Nobody making noise. Nobody's really interested, but we have to respond because the noise he makes.
Breaking news. Total backstage chaos erupted after the Rico Verhoeven versus Oleksandr Usyk weigh-in as Tyson Fury reportedly clashed with Usyk in a wild confrontation. Security rushed in immediately while shouting and pushing broke out everywhere. Fans are shocked as tensions between Fury and Usyk continue spiraling completely out of control before future fights.
Hey, my friend Greedy Belly, continue training. I'm Rez, brother. I know. You hard work. It's good. Appreciate it.
John Fury steps forward and goes absolutely nuclear on Usyk. He calls him stupid. He says Usyk is no longer the great champion he once was. The Fury family does not forget and does not forgive. And John warns, after Rico destroys him and Tyson finishes him, Usyk will never fight.
But let me tell you, if they keep being stupid with the mouth, Tyson just walk away from the full game and that'll be it. Because you keep getting kicked in the nuts day after day, and you start thinking, you know, well, what's it all about this? They've lost a great champion. You know, it'd be a sad thing and a shame that the undisputed fight never may happen.
Usyk steps forward after the backstage brawl with Fury and delivers the most brilliant and most unbothered response imaginable. Usyk says it is all just words and blah blah blah, and says people only say crazy things because it is TV and internet. Usyk says when people say true things, the whole world reacts very differently.
You know, bro, this is only words. Words, blah 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 blah. A lot of people on the words.
Why you think he's saying this?
Because it's TV, it's internet. When people say true, a lot of people, no, it's bad. But when people say dirty,
Usyk delivers the most savage and most hilarious response to Tyson Fury after the backstage brawl at the Pyramids and calls him greedy belly again with a massive smile. Fury wants a trilogy fight and Usyk says fine. Give me $1 billion and you can have your trilogy. The whole boxing world is absolutely loving Usyk's complete calm and complete control in the face of Fury's most explosive and most aggressive backstage behavior that shocked absolutely everyone at the Pyramids.
The champion.
Greedy belly again? You fight him again?
Who, with me?
Yeah.
Trilogy.
You want it still?
Listen, Greedy Belly, give me $1 billion, you take trilogy.
Darren Till steps back from the chaos surrounding Tyson Fury's backstage brawl with Usyk and gives the most fascinating, wider perspective on this entire extraordinary situation. Till says this is a genuinely new and genuinely exciting concept that is capturing the eyes of enormous numbers of people from around the world. But Till also knows that Fury's backstage brawl has completely overshadowed what should have been a perfectly focused final build-up to one of the most historic combat sports events ever staged at the Pyramids.
Yeah, do you know what? It's a new concept. Obviously, it's not your traditional boxing like the Wardley and stuff like that, but it's exciting and it's dragging a lot of people in, a lot of eyes. It's our third show.
Usyk steps forward after Fury's backstage brawl and delivers the most savage and most direct message that leaves absolutely everyone completely speechless. Usyk tells Fury to stop whining and stop ducking and says greedy belly comes from your side, not mine. Usyk tells Fury to be a man and says he needs the undisputed fight and is completely fed up with Fury's stupid games that have been going on for far too long and achieving absolutely nothing.
Greedy belly, rematch clothes come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. be a man, ink the contract, or vacate the belt. I need undisputed. And not to play.
Sugar Hill steps forward after Tyson Fury's backstage brawl with Usyk and delivers the most tactical and most important message about what Fury truly needs to do if he ever wants to beat this extraordinary champion. Sugar Hill says Usyk is still extremely dangerous, and you have to protect yourself and fight smart at all times. Sugar Hill says watching Fury fight smart when he takes chances and then regroups and stays patient is genuinely great to see. But the whole boxing world is asking, if Fury can fight this smart inside the ring, why is he brawling backstage and making himself look like a complete fool?
Man, it's still very dangerous, and you got to protect yourself. You have to fight smart. And watching Tyson fight smart was great. It was great to see him want to take chances, but not take the chances. And sometimes take the chances and then regroup and not take the chance and go back to being patient and controlling it.
Liam Goff steps forward after Fury's backstage brawl with Usyk and delivers a fascinating insight into what Fury truly believes about a potential trilogy. Goff says Fury is trying to gaslight people and says Fury himself believes a KO is the only possible route for him in a third fight with Usyk. Goff says this is according to boxing sources, and the whole boxing world is now asking, if Fury genuinely believes the only way to beat Usyk is through a knockout, why is he wasting his energy brawling with him backstage instead of preparing to land that one single shot that changes everything?
And Tyson Fury trying to gaslight people. Tyson Fury says he'd never get a decision versus Oleksandr Usyk, believes KO is the only route in the trilogy, and this is according to Boxing Scene or Boxing Socialite.
Lawrence Usyk delivers the most honest and most uncomfortable verdict on Tyson Fury after his backstage brawl with Usyk shocked the entire boxing world at the Pyramids of Giza. Lawrence says he genuinely was not sure how Fury was going to look going forward and says Fury actually did not look too bad. But then Lawrence delivers the most devastating truth that Fury fans simply do not want to hear. He says comparing Fury's recent performances to his fights with Usyk, they are simply nowhere near the same level. Lawrence says the Fury fans might not like hearing this, but he is just being completely honest about what he sees. And a man who is brawling backstage with Usyk instead of preparing properly is a man who is not truly ready for the biggest fight of his career.
And I really wasn't sure how he was going to look, and he actually didn't look too bad. But do I think he looked good? I'm sorry, but no. The Tyson Fury fans may not like it, but I'm just being honest. But if you compare that performance against his fights with Usyk, it's nowhere near. If you see my prediction video,
Tyson Fury completely loses IT and delivers the most savage and most shocking statement of this entire backstage brawl situation at the Pyramids. Fury says Usyk and Joshua are teaming up and calls them both sausages training with masks on. Fury says he and his boy are the two best drinkers and partiers in the entire game, and says nobody does it better than them. The whole boxing world is completely stunned by this statement because a man who is brawling backstage with the undisputed heavyweight champion and then boasting about being the best drinker and partier in boxing is a man who is sending the most alarming signals about his preparation and his mindset going into what should be the most important fight of his entire life.
So, you got Usyk and Joshua teaming up, two fucking sausages fruits with the masks on training, and you got me and my boy here, the two best drinkers, partiers in the game, ain't no better than us. Oh, Pablo J and Tyson Montana, let's go!
The boxing world reacts to Tyson Fury brawling with Usyk backstage at the Pyramids with a mixture of pure disbelief and genuine frustration that perfectly captures the deeply divided feelings surrounding this entire extraordinary situation. One analyst comes forward and says he is going to be completely open and honest, and says he genuinely hates everything about this whole situation and simply cannot stand watching it unfold. He says he completely understands the circus nature of this entire crossover event and acknowledges that Usyk is one of the greatest fighters of all time, if not the greatest. But watching Tyson Fury brawl with him backstage at the Pyramids and then boast about being the best drinker and partier in boxing instead of focusing on his preparation is something that makes every serious person in combat sports deeply uncomfortable and genuinely angry.
can kind of, be more open about my opinions on this fight. I fucking hate this fight. I can't stand it. I understand the circus nature of it in terms of like big name kickboxer, one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time, coming in to fight an all-time great in the boxing space in his sport.
Adam Smith gives the most cautious and most measured reaction to Tyson Fury brawling with Usyk backstage at the Pyramids after the weigh-in face-off. Smith says he is genuinely surprised by everything that has unfolded and says he will wait and see what truly happens next because he simply does not know all the full details of what went on backstage yet. Smith says most of what the boxing world currently knows about the brawl between Fury and Usyk has come flooding in through social media rather than through any proper official statements. And until those proper statements are released and the complete picture is fully understood, Smith urges everyone to take a breath and wait for the complete and honest truth, because in a situation this serious and this explosive, rushing to judgment before every single fact is confirmed helps absolutely nobody involved.
Prize, and I'll wait and see what happens. I mean, I don't know the findings. We don't know. I haven't seen statements really. I don't know. It's come out in the social media.
The boxing world closes everything with the most devastating and most final verdict on Tyson Fury brawling with Usyk backstage at the Pyramids after the weigh-in face-off, and calls the whole situation completely disgraceful and shameless from start to absolute finish. Critics say Netflix, who want to be taken seriously as a genuine boxing network, should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for allowing such a complete clown show to unfold backstage at one of the most historically significant venues ever chosen for a combat sports event. The critics say Usyk was making shots miss by absolute millimeters during the weigh-in face-off, and those movements from someone capable of big right hands that have rendered people completely unconscious makes Fury's decision to brawl with him backstage look not just reckless and not just foolish, but genuinely and completely dangerous for absolutely everyone involved, including Tyson Fury himself, who should know better than anyone what Oleksandr Usyk is truly capable of when he is properly motivated and properly angered by someone who simply cannot stop pushing him.
Disgraceful, shameless. Netflix themselves, who want to be taken seriously as a boxing network, should spit on their own face for putting on such a clown stat. That is unbelievable.
Where he was making shots miss his whiskers by millimeters. Some of them big right hands that have rendered people unconscious in round 1 and round 2 many times.
What you have just witnessed is the most explosive and most shocking backstage incident in recent combat sports history, as Tyson Fury absolutely brawled with Oleksandr Usyk backstage at the Pyramids of Giza after the Rico versus Usyk weigh-in face-off, and left every single person connected to this sport completely stunned and genuinely horrified by what they were hearing. John Fury stepped forward and issued the most direct and most savage warnings to Usyk, saying that messing with the Fury family at the Pyramids was the biggest mistake he ever made. Frank Warren said both sides apparently made up and apologized, but said the whole thing simply should never have happened in the first place. Carl Froch called the whole backstage situation a complete and total mess, and said Fury thinks he is the big star, but nobody is truly interested in this behavior. Usyk responded to absolutely everything with complete calm and total composure, and called Fury greedy belly, and said if he wants a trilogy, he needs to bring $1 billion first. Usyk then dropped the most savage and most direct message of all, telling Fury to stop whining, stop ducking, and be a man, because the time for stupid games is completely and permanently over. Sugar Hill warned that Fury needs to fight smart, because Usyk is still the most dangerous man in the entire division. Liam Goff revealed that Fury himself believes a knockout is the only route to beating Usyk in a trilogy. Lawrence Osweek delivered the most uncomfortable truth that Fury fans simply do not want to hear. Comparing Fury's recent performances to his Usyk fights, they are simply nowhere near the same level. Fury then made the most alarming statement of all by boasting about being the best drinker and partier in boxing, while calling Usyk and Joshua sausages. The boxing world called the whole backstage brawl a complete clown show. Adam Smith urged everyone to wait for the full truth. And through all of it, Usyk stood there as the most unbreakable and most unbothered champion in the entire sport, smiling, calling people greedy belly, demanding $1 billion, and reminding the whole world that no backstage brawl and no amount of Fury family warnings will ever change the most fundamental and most undeniable truth in heavyweight boxing right now. Oleksandr Usyk is simply the best, and absolutely everyone, including Tyson Fury, knows it.